going back to where the beach is near, the beer is dear, there's plenty of women on the crack. Walking
here we are in the final second, the whistle is gone, and Sligo Rovers are the champions.
By the riverside, you can watch the tide as it flows.
No, I'm being told that Average Joe's does not have enough players and will be forfeiting the championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Very tight and drives it clean out over the fence. Out in there, he's the corner.
In the bookie shop, I done.
Hello, welcome to the Sligo podcast. Ross, Ronan,
Adrian.
Yeah, how are you? Simple, short show today, I believe.
Yeah, well, we have the eyes on the prize this weekend, haven't we?
The big one is only 5 days away.
The big dance.
6 days away? 5 days. Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
And we're really prepared.
Huh?
And we're really prepared for it.
A lot of work to do.
That's not an understatement.
Sorry, this kebab is taking it out of me.
It's a lovely looking kebab though, Adrian.
Sitting here in front of a superfood kebab. Super fast.
I thought the agreement was that we were going to go for kebabs after this show.
Was it?
Yeah.
You can still go. I'll join. Yeah, more work to do after the show. So yeah, it's gonna be a quick show. How was your weekend, Ross? You'd the dreaded COVID.
I had the dreaded COVID, yeah, since the last show. So I got through it now. It was just very, very tired for the 10 days now. I was going a bit crazy in the house. You know, Marie and Isla headed off to Calry and Ballina.
Two beautiful spots.
Yes, they didn't get it now, thankfully. So I was back on work on Friday, and unfortunately, apology to Kieran Stafford, I wasn't able to go to a stag because of the said condition. I took a lot of flack from it on the Saturday.
Did you?
There was salacious and crude WhatsApps being sent my way on Saturday because I was at the Blackrock match instead of in Limerick.
Was it fuck me all sent you at one stage?
Oh, there was awful stuff said to me. I actually had to turn my phone off. I was trying to say, like, I was at the match with Marie and Isla, like, it was a big difference than going to Limerick. Like,
if I give you 10 guesses of who sent the messages, you won't guess it.
I'd say I could probably name the people that were there. Bellew and Heinze and yourself.
And don't at me now.
Well, the three of you were involved.
No.
Heinze and Bellew. Yes.
No, not really. But they didn't send the messages.
No, I was off Gary's phone now, and I revved up with Gary. I lost the plot. I went from 0 to 90 straight away with my response to the message. I turned the text blue. But me and Gary, we talked it out yesterday. And
Look, you should have came on the stag.
yeah.
But so you're in rude health now.
Yes, here we go. Full of antigens for the Christmas period.
We've all had to have our tests now in the last...
We had a ropey day now, so I had to obviously tell the boys when I got the word that they were close contacts of mine on the Monday afternoon. So you had squeaky bum time near yourselves when you were waiting for your PCR tests, but all negative.
All good.
All negative. Got the brain tickled. Yeah. It's nasty, isn't it?
I went to Castlebar for mine to get it done. No, actually,
how did you do it up there?
Oh, it was very good service, actually. They were in great spirits, I must say. They were actually very good. I will actually just call someone out here.
All right.
Yeah. Symptoms started Wednesday, failed an antigen test, went into the PCR, and obviously that evening. But I, on no notion where I picked it up from, and no one that I was around on the Saturday or any of the days came to with any symptoms, and no one I've heard of either was positive. But lo and behold, on the Friday afternoon, I got a text message to say that I was a close contact. So obviously someone was good enough to give my details to the HSE, but not good enough to come to me on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and tell me.
Bastards.
I wonder
who it was.
Yeah, we'll never know, Adrian.
At least you were proactive about it anyway.
Yeah, thank God, yeah. So the antigen tests did the business, so go and get them.
That's the COVID report. No questions in.
Well, we didn't ask.
No, we didn't ask.
No.
We were preoccupied and
I
nervous.
didn't actually think we were doing a podcast.
That'll be a proper podcast.
Yeah.
If people were preempting our shows by sending us questions.
So we've loads of times to ask questions on Saturday night.
Yeah.
We finalised our lineup in the meantime. So Connemara and RF are going to be on the GA side of things.
Yeah.
It'll be a good combination now.
RF masked up. A few people asking.
I don't know. That's what he's asking, yeah. There's a lot of people going because RF. A few people said.
People that I would have thought don't know who AVRF is are going. They can't wait to see him.
Yeah. You're in for a treat. It's very easy in the eyes.
Sligo County Board members take him under the wing.
If you spot the guy drinking special, you know.
Cut jeans.
What is special? Guinness and Smithwick's.
Guinness Smithwick's head.
All right.
It's the other way around. Smithwick's head. Just imagine the other way around.
Just to get his head.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Did you think of something else?
No, I thought it might have been half and half or something. With some sort of Ribena run in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of fellas like from Strand Hill around to me who listen to my own football because there's a big Enda cult.
Murta, you love Enda.
He's a great man. Yeah, the boys tipped up they've tipped up some great winners too. Like,
Yeah.
they did say Knockmore at the quarterfinal stage.
10 to 1 they were.
10 to 1. Because I actually watched the Mayo final yesterday because
Stour.
I haven't listened to them. Oh, terrible, terrible stuff.
10 to 1, yeah. They're
10 to
talking them a while out to were, yeah.
So yeah, now it's at the quarterfinal stage. It seems like a big price for a team that won it last year anyway. But
They weren't playing that well, and anyways, I'll go back to that later on. So yeah, and the Mac attack and Gino, of course. You got a few worried texts from the two boys.
From the two boys.
What if we set up for them?
Yeah, a few times they've asked us what it is, and I couldn't tell them because we didn't know. But
Mark with a C, we don't really know ourselves.
Sport, Mark, Gino and Mac. Yeah, who else do we have?
The rugby.
Frankie and Paddy. Yeah, I was chatting to Paddy earlier. Now he's prepping for some
and
some
then,
stories.
Of course, Raf and Alan Keane.
to complete the.
I think it's a pretty good lineup, isn't it? Something
is.
different.
And of course, then our
Inaugural
Sligo Way Karaoke Championships are going to kick off.
Explain how we're going to do this now on the night.
There's 4 entrants. We've
Yeah.
got one lined up already. If anyone wants to get involved, DM us, slide in. So you need to have 2 songs picked now because it's a
Yeah.
semi-final
And if you get through to that, you go through to the
and the final. You need
so
a different song for the final. So you
Yeah.
need a song good enough to get you through the semi, head-to-head against someone.
yeah,
And it'll be
we
done
toss of a
by-
coin.
Yeah, we'll have the old clapometer out to decide the winner of that. And yeah,
So we'll do that after one of the sections. We'll do a semi-final,
Yeah.
then another section, then a semi-final.
Will it be like the X Factor? You know, the person that wins, would they have to sing again? You know, in celebration.
Yes. To close it
Well,
out.
we're hoping to lead with the first Christmas song at the end. They could
yes,
do,
we plans for
do
the Christmas song.
First
yes.
Christmas song of the year is going to be sang at the end of the show. Yeah, that's a good one. I was listening to a few of them on the way down to Liverpool.
Have you finalised which one you want to pick
I
yet?
don't know. There's a few good ones like what did I send the one into you? What was that? The Shakin' Stevens.
Check and see.
Yeah. You could imagine McSherry singing Shakin' Stevens.
That'll be beautiful.
We leave you to pick that song. Yeah.
To see. I was actually. I'll tell you that story later. It's a story of me. I was singing "Feed the World" with Tabby Callahan there. I'll tell you about it. Let's go crack though. Well, tonight, thank God it's there. You really took off with that one. So we're all looking forward. Right, we'll go into our little bits where we saw lads.
Yeah, we'll just go straight into it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Rugby, Ross. 'Cause that
Okay,
was the way the main event was the weekend.
He's made 5, 6, 7 yards. The great bullock of a man, this fella.
Zinzanbrook. So Ross.
Yes, sir.
So you didn't go to Limerick on the Stag.
No.
You fucked up the Black Rock for the AL Division 2B game.
Couldn't resist it. Couldn't stay away.
Have you probably seen it on social media? The last minute kick claimed the points.
Yeah, it did. Josh Reeves with a clutch kick to give us the rewards, but it was a real dogfight. Jesus Christ.
What was the final score, sorry?
16-14. Yeah, so like massive wind. BlackRock won the toss and chose to take the wind and come at us. Well, we said have at it. Big defensive performance in the first half. We actually scored a bit after soaking up a lot of pressure. Yeah, Hubert Gilvari got an intercept and went half the pitch, stepping a couple of fellas. It was a serious try. He had a great game actually. He's getting better every game.
Scrum half.
Yeah, now that he's getting just a steady run at scrum half, like I said it before, that he's in a professional setup as trying to make it as a 9, and he hadn't played 80 minutes as in senior rugby as a 9 until this season. But now he's getting more minutes and he's getting better with every game. So then basically BlackRock got a try just before halftime, penalty try from a scrum. They had about 8 scrums on our 5 metre line, and just eventually they're very heavy forwards. Helped them with
What do you mean by heavy?
look, they
Rotund.
Rotund, yeah. They were from the Gary O'Hare School of Strength and Conditioning.
Or lights.
Yeah. So the big heavy beefy rotund BlackRock forwards. Got a penalty try there, so it was 8-7 at half time. And then in the second half, then now BlackRock did have a lot of possession, and they scored a try kind of with about 10 minutes to go to make it 14-8. And it was looking like it was out of our reach then at that stage. But they kicked the ball away to us, box kicked it to us, and Josh got the ball, passed it to the backs. Cal made a big run, big counter-attack from downtown. Ryan Feely made the break. Ryan's first game back for us actually at 13, and he had a great game. You don't give him too many chances. What was that line you had for him before, Adrian?
Giving him space is like giving Dracula the keys to the blood bank.
Correct.
And you use that again in the showgrounds as well. About Romeo Parks, yeah.
Romeo.
So I've used that in 2 different sports commentaries. We never asked back to the showgrounds after that.
That was the start of their big rut, wasn't it? He cursed them for fucking ages. In the season review, don't ever fucking get those boys back. Anyways, Feely straightened it up. Passed it to Enda Gavin, who released Guilherme Cogetto, who touched down in the corner. And Josh hit the post with that one. So I thought it was all over then. Thought that was our chance, you know. And then they restarted it. This is, like I said, there was a minute left at this stage, so they kicked the ball off to us. We claimed it and went for an attack. Hubert got high tackled in the touch. It was the exact same thing that happened to us against Corinthians when we lost that final league final. So basically, we got a penalty for that, a seatbelt tackle. Kicked it down, had a maul, went about 1/3 of the pitch, and then he pulled it down, got the penalty. So a bit of hesitation. You know, Josh had just hit the post previously twice. There was a bit of a debate going for the corner. Matthew Early said, no, go for the post, back yourself. And then Josh steadied himself and knocked that kick over. So it was a really, really nice victory now over a highly...
You don't like them?
No, I'm just going to come out and say it. I don't like them. Yeah, not a secret.
And a few ex-Liga players playing with them.
Yeah, a few ex-Sligo players in that forward pack that we spoke of, Kieran Cassidy and Matthew Cosgrove. So it was good to see the boys, and the lads certainly enjoyed tackling them. Look, there's a big crowd there. It was ridiculous, actually, right? They went missing for about 15 minutes before kickoff. Okay, their backs were still on the pitch, and I could hear this wild shouting. You know, like, and I was like, "What the fuck are they up to?" Like, I could hear the Blackrock rest of the team, but I couldn't see them anywhere. And you could just hear all the, like, you know, just motions. I thought they were in the changing room. Like, you know, did you ever see that old thing back in the day when you're pulling the chains and punching the ground and, you know, like just doing kind of some like fucking high movement.
Someone tried to move into an affordable.
So I thought they were up to some outrageous horseplay in some room, sending it. And I was like,
"What's the cup?"
Yeah. I was like, "What the fuck are they doing? They're hardly in there for 15 minutes, like roaring their heads off, fucking getting up for this." Like, and then I looked in. They have a built-in room with an indoors scrum machine in this fucking room off the pitch. Like, you wouldn't fucking see it in professional rugby. Like, insane stuff. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. So anyways, yeah, they came onto the pitch, and that was it. It was a good win. So we're up to fourth now, 2 points off second, and we are playing Belfast Harlequins this weekend before our show, and they're in third place, a point above us.
Oh right, that's a big one. So
it's a big one for us this weekend. Now and Wanderers are playing. It's not Corinthians. They're playing another top 5 team, so we could, all going well, move up to second place this weekend, and. Yeah, it's
2 goes up in that.
Yeah, so it's 2 goes up at the moment. It's at the moment. They said at the start of the season we're going to go for it fully, right? Normally, your first choice goes up, and then the teams below that go into a playoff, and then they go against the team that comes that's second from bottom in the league above. So basically, they did say though, if any games are called off due to COVID, that they might just have to scrap it and go 1 up, 1 down. But now there has been games called off already, and fucking Buccaneers actually went to. Dolphin at the weekend, and they were told 10 minutes before the team bus pulled in that the game was off due to COVID. Yeah, they're just disgusted. So they shared the points, 2 points each, but Buccaneers hadn't lost a game yet. Do you know what I mean? So it's points drop for them. So they're raging. But actually, chatting to one of the Blackrock managers on the IRFU fixtures committee, as he loved telling me.
Not the moderator, no.
Not the moderator, no.
Should have got him as guest for the live show.
But he said that they're going to go back to a 2 up, 2 down system, and it should go through. But he said, don't underestimate the teams in the bottom half kicking up.
Okay.
So basically, he just said, if we get through Christmas, he'd imagine things will ease up a little bit in terms of numbers and whatnot. So these next 3 weeks, if there's a sight of cancellations or fixtures called off, we could be going back to 1 up, 1 down. So
interesting.
Yes, fingers crossed. We wouldn't like that now, obviously, being in a playoff position. It'd be very tough to bloody play in the second half of the year because Greystones are running away with our league. They haven't been beaten yet. Now, we are playing them in fortnight, so... Away. We've beaten them away before, though, so we'll have no fear.
Very good.
That's it, yeah. We said it was going to be short and sweet this week, didn't we?
Whoa. There was a big game on in town last week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, Jesus.
I was chatting to Nishi David about it yesterday, actually. He was saying it was gas. You could hear them coming up through the hill, through the fields.
Yeah,
like,
it's stuck up like it's like what's a crawl through the river. Across the river. Real SAS stuff.
It's just like the beach scene in Saving Private Ryan. It's coming up.
But suppose he does a WhatsApp group set up and some teacher infiltrated it somehow.
Stop.
Yeah, this wasn't told. And
I think Declan Brecklin was under high alert. He was running around taking videos and shooing people.
they were told to only to wear all black and masks and all this.
They were
WhatsApp
masked up.
group.
There was balaclavas. Yeah.
Where did they get the blue flares out of? I know I asked this question about flares before, but where do young fellas get a blue flare?
I don't know, but I seen one at the Mayo County final yesterday. You know,
The Pope was there again.
The Pope was there, yeah.
Pope was there again.
Marie was at the match now. She thoroughly enjoyed it. She was sending us in those video updates.
Forgot about that, yeah.
should have like I would assume that if I rocked up, they would have let me in, would they?
I don't know. Like they were very strict on the gate now for not letting people in. And
They were trying to say it's due to COVID, like, but sure.
I heard they marked their territory for the last game. I heard
They what?
That's the way it's put.
They what?
Some Summerhill lads marked their territory outside the grammar.
Okay.
didn't hear that, but
That's how it was put to me. Not this time, but
I look.
the mighty grammar won, anyways.
They did, yeah. Yeah, the boys fell short. They've done all right, that Summerhill team. They didn't really have a team at the start of the year, so they're building. But the grammar was 22-11.
22-11.
Yeah, the grammar got a yellow card. Summerhill got a yellow card in the first 2 minutes. Shane Toolin gave a yellow card for. He said one of their players punched a fella in the face in contact. Like
Surely a red card, is it?
scandalous kind of stuff. To be honest with you, but look,
He's
listen,
the same guy who set me off of tag rugby for throwing a baguette on the pitch.
Interesting.
a very hard line. So,
This is the Frenchman.
yeah.
I will see that photo actually. It's a great photo.
I just remembered one more saying from another commentary. I think it was Sligo Ballina. It was giving whoever space was like giving Augustus Glump the keys to the chocolate factory. Right.
We'll never be back again.
No. Quick bit of GA, so will we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chance here for Jesse Sloan. Can he score? Yes! Sligo!
Okay. Very short and sweet GA, lads. Connacht scene was on for the clubs. So St. Pat's played Glenfarn Kilty Clogher
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
in the Connacht Junior quarter-final. They won 3-14-3-8.
The mighty Pats.
Yeah. I would say I would have been confident they would have won that anyways. Glenfarn didn't win the...
Oh, they were second.
Yeah, the Mohill won the junior, but they couldn't go into Connacht. So Pats now play this weekend against St. Joseph's Roscommon in the park again on Saturday. So nice to have games this time of year. So good win for Pats, yeah. Torres Strambets and Cairns from London in the...
It's in Markovic.
quarterfinal. It's in the park on Sunday, yeah. 9-4.
Yeah.
So they're playing Knockmore now
Yes.
in the semi-final, and I think they'll beat them.
Oh.
Throw it out here now, yeah?
Yeah.
This is the time.
I seen the 9-4 scoreline yesterday, and I just assumed it was half time.
I wasn't at it, I didn't see it, but I was chatting to a few people who were at it, and they said, yeah, it was quite defensive. And
watched the first
said
half
Cairns
myself.
didn't really have any forwards. So, but Touristran, yeah, 9-4. They'll take it. I think they'll beat Knockmore. Said it here. You heard it here first.
What will our ref say to that now?
Price on that, I'd say, too, will we?
I don't know. I think they will. They're due to
And because, like, Mount Bellew only scraped by
Ballinamore, yeah.
Ballinamore yesterday.
Touristran and Ballinamore played a challenge match last week, I believe, a draw.
There's a form line. Because actually, Moylock, the football team, were playing Connacht Cup against Ballysadare.
Moylock 69 or something.
79.
All right. Oh, yes. Big bunch of shaggers arrived down.
We talk about it in the football, but they switched their game to Sligo. Which
So they could go to the other game,
So they
is
could
it?
go to Carrick, yeah. They switched to 11 o'clock in Sligo. Nobody could figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
Well, Farnham's playing at the weekend.
No, they're playing St. Folia's. I thought that was this weekend, but it's not in the intermediate.
Where are they from?
Folia's are from Roscommon. They're just beside. What's that place if you're going through Longford and Roscommon? Not Lewisburg. No. Not Lewisburg.
I drove through it the other day. Begins with a B. It's
There's Tarman Barry there.
Benoon or something.
Anyways.
Or Benoon or Benoon.
There's no place called Benoon.
I said sounds like. It's just after the fucking Ballinalack.
No, this isn't the Roscommon to Longford. Longford, Roscommon, back road. Like, I think it's anyway. St. Foley's be good enough. I didn't think they were intermediate, but they've the Murtaughs playing with them in the Roscommon boys. Okay. So that's who Farnham's playing. And Eastkey actually, I just get the result. Just not to switch off for a second. Eastkey hurlers, Eastkey's Farnham's hurlers. Sorry. They won the semi-final yesterday. 1 second to get there.
Maybe that's why it wasn't on top. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but anyways, Sorry, no. Yeah, they bet Clune Imanch, who I believe are Manor Hamilton. Yeah, 215 to 115. So they're in the final now against some team from Galway. I don't know who they are. So, and the minor A final was on in the park yesterday. Clara lost another final. Shamrock Hills 2-8 to 9 points. So disappointment now.
Yeah, you're
A bunch of lads, but yeah, just fell short. Sure, it'll all stand to them, I suppose. A county A final, minor final without linesman. But that's the behind the senior final. It's the second biggest day. The minor was always and just there was 4 umpires, a referee, and no linesman. So and like the manager, he asked one of us to do the line. The management
it's unbelievable.
just asking for trouble. Like nothing happened. Like in fairness, but it's a bit much now.
Yeah.
But so congratulations to Shamrock Hills there. There was a few under 20 games on. I didn't get all the scores. Eastkey Farlands are actually bet Drumcliff 118 to 111. Don't know what that means for it all. The B champ, the under 20 is still going on. It's a weird time of year. I don't know how the interest is huge. Anything else? I know I'm saving all my GA stuff for the 2 big GA heads now.
You were chatting to Connemara. He's a few stories.
I had a good chat with him now. He's a few stories lined up and about the good old days and helping out older men in the GA community. It's a good story about that. Ref will bring his own, of course. Band of followers from Clooney, ex Omar Gales player and management.
Yeah. Actually, didn't we get a DM from a fella saying, listen, he said you have no Mayo listeners.
Oh, yes, must give him the shout out. What's his name?
Lovely fella.
I think I said on the last show, sure, nobody be listening.
No
to
listeners
anybody
of Mayo,
up here, but,
he hasn't missed an episode since.
Hasn't missed a minute of an episode, he reckons.
It's
great to know.
It is. I thought he was being angry first with us.
Yeah, like, oh shit.
Private messages.
We'll be right back to that fella.
No, better.
We'll give him the shout out.
No, we couldn't have shouted. Now, if he does listen every minute, he doesn't need to be right back.
Yeah. Now Jamie Hoban, you big me old bollocks. Great to hear you're listening. And sure, you might come down Saturday night.
Sure. A few pints of
yeah, so that's the GA. Come back with Rovers and junior soccer.
And
so another season done in the showgrounds, Marty.
all over, Adrian. Yeah. 1-1 with the Bows on Friday. Really good in the first half. Like obviously Bows had something to play for. Rovers really didn't. Johnny was electric. Scored a goal. Had about 200 shots in there.
I saw another shot there they shared
2
today.
players weren't bad for Shamrock Hills minors yesterday either. There's 6 of them. That's what I told yesterday, yeah.
Jesus. But lads, he was like the Bows fellas were.
I could be wrong there, sorry, but that's what someone told me yesterday.
6 million of them.
He was sensational.
Yeah.
And like he sculled the crossbar after scoring the goal as well.
But Bows kind of pushed on a bit. You knew they needed something. Like
you knew. In fairness, second half was all Bows. But then actually when they scored, you see that sometimes, team puts so much into getting level that they actually can't go on.
Yeah, Rovers a few chances at the end.
Rovers a couple chances at the end, yeah. So, look, satisfactory,
What was the atmosphere like? The crowd?
There was a good crowd up there. It was fairly, good crowd down from Bows. Bows fans are good too, you don't have to worry about the same amount of shite you might have to worry about with a certain other Dublin team. But,
Shamrock Rovers.
Yeah.
Or UCD.
Sorry, just a Cabin Teely play on the Blackrock pitch as well.
Did it?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, yeah. Wild enough.
That must be a bit bumpy, is it?
Yeah, no, well, the pitch is an unbelievable lick now, in fairness. So I will give them that.
Okay.
Yeah. Go on.
That's the indoor scrum machine. You don't have to practice there during the winter.
But 1-1, Johnny was electric, he's...
Yeah, and that was after being away with the under-19.
We had a good start there about who he scored Wednesday in the last few weeks.
I'll have to credit Brian Kenny for that one now. I didn't come up with that myself.
Right. So the podcast all the credit for that.
So if your man Scales is 600k, what's his value now?
It's hard to know. In fairness,
he's gone, isn't he?
I honestly don't know. I think probably the best thing, if someone bought him and said he's better off staying here for another year.
He's playing adult football, yeah.
Playing adult football.
I don't want to know the Celtic. I think that's a graveyard for random young players.
Young Irish players don't seem to have done anything over there either.
No,
a couple of them under 20 fellas.
But if you're playing for Celtic under 23s, what standard is he going to play against?
Exactly. Yeah, he's better off playing over there.
Yeah.
But he's got better as the season's gone on. He's got better and better as well. yeah, hopefully it wasn't the last time we see him in Showgrounds, but I'm
Yeah,
sure
clearly not. He's-
speculation will be rife for
We
the
need to give him a
offseason.
shout out. He's going to a 21st on Saturday night. He
Yeah.
can't make the show.
Yeah.
He's a listener, but he can't make the show. Poor Johnny. It's his friend's 21st. Did we get to catch the friend's name? No.
Didn't get the friend's name, no.
Well, best wishes, Johnny Kenny's friend, on your 21st.
From the lads.
He's a great bit of stuff.
But yeah, no, like,
More signings wrapped up.
yeah, I think that's the bulk of the squad kind of that they want.
15 is it already?
Already, yeah. There's
I'd
few
say
up
there's
for
no
this
club like that in the League of Ireland.
one. Probably other than Shams at the minute,
All
yeah.
that business done.
Yeah, and it's good. It's good. You just get it done early now, and I assume he's going to be looking for players. So I assume we will see some signings this side of Christmas. Because they'll be back. I think the league actually starts back early next year.
Is it?
It might be back in about mid-February.
Jesus.
That's
no.
what it got. You see,
I think
pre-COVID.
only 6 weeks off now, don't they?
Yeah, like they'll be back training
6
on
weeks is the normal, no?
probably the second, 3rd of January. Like,
Jesus.
so yeah, I'd say we will see a few signings.
I have to, yeah.
And I know their Rovers are making their season ticket push early this year
Seen
now.
that, yeah. It's good prices too, isn't it?
Good prices on it, yeah. And every season ticket sold goes straight into that fund for next year, I suppose.
I was told by a good source now, a good connection with Rovers, that contact had been made with Jack Byrne.
That came out somewhere, I think. Yeah, I heard that too.
I saw that yesterday.
That
yeah.
they threw out a favour.
I was amazed.
That'll be a bit like. In fairness, he went back to them, but like, yeah. But like, it just shows you where
It's ambitious.
Yeah, it's ambitious. Yeah.
So what was, someone said his reveal video was tacky enough, was it?
Yeah, I was just.
Just amazed.
No,
I think,
yeah, Daniel McDonald said that in one of his podcasts last week.
Who did?
Daniel McDonald, you know the league.
Did he,
Ireland?
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, right, maybe that's-
I think I heard. I know I heard
No,
that somewhere
it's
too.
totally,
I
yeah.
definitely heard that somewhere. I just can't remember where. But yeah, it shows the level of player that we're going after, and like obviously it's a lot easier for him to go back to Tala anyway. But yeah, look, if we're targeting them sort of players, do you know, hopes will be high for next season.
Yeah, big time. So that's another season done. Who was your player of the year?
Oh, good question. I split it halfway down the middle between Gary Buckley and John Mann. I think John Mann got the actual player of the season award.
He did, I think, yeah.
Yeah, two of them sensational.
Johnny got young, did he?
Johnny got young player of the year. Yeah. The two of them. Yeah, I find it very hard to choose between the two of them. Even like Gary Buckley was out of Friday night. Shane Blaney played instead, but he actually had a great game. But it's just when the two of them were together, and I think in the slump, like John Mann missed a few weeks, Buckley missed a couple of weeks either side of it, so that probably didn't help as well as Budger being out. Budger's been sensational as well. Obviously, like Johnny deserves a shout as well, but them two for me have been the stand.
Okay.
Actually, I forgot it. McGinty and Gold has obviously been sensational as well. But yeah, I'd split between the centre halves.
Very good. And
McGinty re-signed.
Yeah.
Goal of the
he's on a
season?
contract. Oh, goal of the season. Good question. Jordan Gibson got one up in Dalymount. That was a great team move. That or maybe DeVries against Pats.
Home or away? Home.
Away.
Away.
The one he got a couple of weeks ago.
And
Well, you put me on the spot with these questions.
who's
here.
the best player you've seen in the showgrounds this year?
There's only one I think now that I've seen in showgrounds this year.
Benny O'Brien.
Oh, Benny O'Brien.
Benny O'Brien
Whitmarsh. BBW. What a player. What a player.
Benny O'Brien Whitmarsh.
He was the guy we spotted at the Kennedy Cup in 2013.
2013, yeah. Even though the ages don't add up at all. Few fake stats thrown in there. Yeah, so Europe, that's the job done. I think when we were talking at this time last year about what the aim be for next year, we getting back to Europe, I think it was it top
Yeah.
3 or something?
You said it from the start consistently, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, no, like, and probably.
Geez, Derry, you're doing some business.
Well, yeah, they've just got your man. Your man, their chairman, sold his. He had a engineering company. He sold it for like 19 billion or something like that. No, 19 billion might be way off. But there was. I did see someone say he could spend $1 billion and still have couple of billion left over.
Right.
So yeah, they'll be going for it there. And obviously geographically, it's a bit hurtful with them. But yeah, look, let them at it. Now, I suppose for them as well, like they finished 4th, but might not qualify for Europe. Both win the cup, both qualify for Europe. So. Yeah, it'd be interesting. It'd be an interesting off season because I think Pats will get stronger, Bowes will get stronger. Hard to know what will happen to Dundalk, but
Shelburne with a few pound now.
Shelburne with a few pound. Yeah, Duff's there, man.
Where'd they get a few pound of it?
Some fella I think as well in behind them.
I forgot about Timmy and Duff, yeah.
But, yeah, Duff manages them. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be a tough league next year actually, and there'll be no Longford in it.
No, there'll be no soft touch.
No, because obviously Shelburne coming up, and I think Waterford will probably win the playoff, but
Against UCD.
against UCD, yeah. So yeah, look, all to look forward to.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's straight back into the showgrounds this year, not like the start of last year.
There's some bad news coming up today, supposedly, but we'll talk about that later.
No, We'll say positive.
Yeah. So junior soccer, it was Connacht Cup weekend.
It was
wasn't
Connacht Cup weekend, yeah. So we were away at Gertrude, won 4-0 up in Gertrude. I'll just briefly go through the results here, just with the Sligo teams. I'll go through the winners. Our Harps, ourselves, Strand Celtic, St John's, and that is it actually to go through from Sligo Leitrim in the Connacht Cup.
So only 4 teams through.
Yeah, have I missed someone there? Sorry, Ballastadair as well. Ballastadair won.
They bet my lock 69ers.
Yeah. Who we've already discussed.
In the GA section.
But so I suppose there was a few good local, like St John's and Ben Bullen was supposed to be a great game. That finished 4-3 to St John's. MCR had a tough one. They were away at Ballinasloe Town, who would always be strong enough. That finished 1-0. Carberry went down in Ballina 4-1. That was probably two of the biggest teams in Connacht going, or two of the top teams in Connacht going head to head there. And then our old friends in Killarney, they went down 3-2 in Galway to Carb Rangers, who won the Connacht Cup in 2019.
Good performance from our...
Great performance from Killarney, and from what I've heard, they had chances that they could have brought it to extra time.
Right.
Which is very good against a team of Carbs.
So Strand played Carbs B team then, was it?
Strand won 4-2 against Carbs B team, yeah.
Strand new management, Ryan McEnroe and Aaron O'Boyle, joint management.
And Aaron O'Boyle
brought him out himself on a half time and scored a hat-trick.
Yeah, that's the way. It's the way to win.
Lead by example, yeah.
I believe Niall Murphy had an excellent game, I was told. He came on a half time too.
He came on, that obviously must have changed. Were they 2-0 down?
They were 2-0 down, yeah, supposedly. But they said them boys were stink. Sorry, I won't mince my words, but
You're not about the kebab on the table.
so that's only 5 teams through. Jesus,
5 teams through. Yeah, when I looked at it first,
that goes to round 4.
There was more. Yeah, so but all of a sudden you're in, like, it's the last 32, like, you know.
There's no draw made, is there?
No, I think that should be out in the next couple of days. We don't know whether it's going to be this side of Christmas or not, but like you could find yourself with a couple of decent home draws of being in the quarterfinals very quickly, like.
Yeah. So Carberry haven't won in 2 games. Is this the end?
You're getting me in trouble there.
Where to next?
Yeah, like I was asked that time. Where do we go after 6 wins and 1 defeat? Yeah, it's certainly they drew out Nana there. Great result for Anna. They drew 2-2, and I believe Mark Greene made a great save in the last minute. Actually, Anna could have stole it. And then Ballina would have been tougher than now yesterday. It's they're like your man Jesse Deaver scored a couple who would have been. Remember, he scored for Rovers in Dundalk last year.
Oh yeah,
the year Rovers got to Europe. Yeah, so I'd say they're strong now. They will be a strong team. So.
They bet us in the Connacht Shield final in 2011. I remember.
Ballina Town. Yeah, but like I think like that's the only team in Ballina. Like it's a big town to have one football team, isn't it?
No, I think there's another one, isn't there?
Is there?
I think so.
There's 2, I believe. I can't remember the name of the other one. Rivals, of course.
I think so.
I remember Marie telling me there's 2 of everything in the town except for rugby.
Is there 2 Gaelic clubs?
Yes, and there's
Ardnaree,
2
across the river.
Oh, right.
There's 2 running clubs, I believe. Rivals, big rivals.
Okay, there's 2 of everything. So
yeah, except for rugby. Yeah,
that's a good way to have it.
it's like the Ark.
So
But no, look, they're playing in the last 32 of the All Ireland Junior Cup this weekend, Carberry. So.
who are they playing that? Oh, that's Saturday night, isn't it?
That's Saturday night against Straffan AFC from Kildare.
Where's that?
That's in McSherry.
Very good.
So 7 o'clock. I'm not sure. I don't know if the Straffan were looking to have a change or what, but so that'll be 7 o'clock. Unfortunately,
They must be staying down.
They'll make it
tonight.
in time for the town hall section, will they?
They'll be back in time for
Yeah, I
June
think
one.
maybe that's Straffan's reason to want to come to the podcast.
Yes, it is actually.
You know.
Now that you say that, I was chatting to a man from Straffan.
Apparently, no, I heard this story yesterday. Ballastadair and Moylock. So we were saying that Moylock were going up to Carrick to watch the GA, yeah. But so Ballastadair went 2-1 up, and Moylock equalised about 6 minutes to go.
Oh, they didn't want extra time.
Your man turned to his manager. He goes, "Do you want us to score again?" And the manager just threw his arms up in the air. I don't know, because it must have got tight. It must have been 1-1 that game, was it?
It would be nearly throwing that Ballinamore game, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was 1-1. So there was probably about at that stage. I suppose it was about 20-12 out in, or 20-1 out in Ballastadair, but they might not have known how close Ballastadair was to Carrick. Yeah. You know? Like it's only you'd be there in 25 minutes, wouldn't you? Yeah. But so if they didn't. I don't know whether they pushed on and try and get the equaliser then, but yeah, it's a good junior football quote.
It is. We'll go through the history against fixtures. So.
Yeah, so as we said, Carberry against Straffan on Saturday night in McSherry Park. You want to throw your hat at that one?
Yeah, actually, as I said, I was chatting to a man from Straffan there last week, and a few injuries, so Carberry will do that 2-0.
2-0, lovely, yeah. So then in the Super League on Sunday morning, Real Tubber at home to Ballastadair United.
Bally's there on a high after giving Moylock 69ers a good licking. So I'll go 2-1 to Ballastadair.
Merville at home to Ballyboat.
2-1 to Merville.
2-1 to Merville. Yeah, Merville actually they drew 3-0 with Manor there.
I think they picked it up since they gave you the points.
They got their
act together, we would have that.
They have them. That was a great result for them against Manor anyway. Then MCR at home to Cliffney in Sean Fallon Park.
Cliffney are strong, aren't they?
Cliffney are decent. Yeah, they're decent. Like, yeah.
Jack Davitt fella scored 10 goals.
He's top scorer in the
Did
league.
he score a load in one game or something?
Well, they beat Merville 11-2. So
right.
I think he scored 6 in one game. I think, so.
1-1.
1-1. Then Manor Rangers home to Strand Celtic.
Oh. Yeah, Strand are going to, full of beans, they're going to go to Manor Hamilton in the B Park and win 1-0.
1-0. And then post-podcast, Cartrin United versus Arsenal Celtic.
The key word there is post-podcast. Arnold should be on a bit of a high after the thing. After drawing with Carberry. Where's that?
That's in McSherry.
You'll do them 2-1.
2-1. Right. Then onto the Premier League, Ben Bulman home to Colby Bowes.
Bowes a good result yesterday against Manor, wasn't it? No?
Bowes? Colby, no, they're away.
Oh, sorry.
They're in the Connacht Shield, actually. They won on penalties. Some team from Roscommon.
2-0 to Colby.
Glenview at home to Dromahare.
2-0 to Glenview.
We probably have to mention that last game between Dromahare and Valley Rovers. Did we podcast since then? It finished 10-6.
I didn't see that.
It was breaking all sorts of records.
Jesus Christ, no, we didn't mention that.
It was Dromahare and Valley Rovers, yeah. That would have been the Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night we played Ballysallair.
10-6.
10-6 it finished, yeah. So it was smashing all sorts of records. And then Ballygawley Celtic at home to Clanny United.
Ballygawley are going well now. They did good training there as well. I seen them. They were on the sand. It's in Strand Hill running the beach. 1-0 to Ballygawley.
Right. Then 2 o'clock, Kilclass, that is going home to Carrick.
3-1 to Kilglass.
And then finally, Gertrude Celtic versus Valley Rovers.
10-6.
And that wraps up the junior football, yeah.
Need to mention AstroTurf football made the return last week.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Shawgrounds
you got the
won.
boots
Very-
out.
very I did. I was sore now after it, and I was sore the next day.
Yeah, the Astro will find you out.
Yeah, the joints aren't great, but very enjoyable.
Yeah.
We got a 2-0 win against Merville, who had a few good players. Like they probably should be playing with the Merville team.
I seen the Merville team actually. I did look at it, thinking that's a pretty good team there,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So we got the win, and I'm not sure. Or Dorley Park FC drew 2-2 with Cornview, who'd be the favourites
Be
again.
favourites again, yeah. You're playing Cornview this week.
Playing Cornview on Wednesday night.
Good to see the Last League back though.
It is, yeah. And it was actually, no, it was not really crowded, but there was about 10 people there.
People do go, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm going to go watch you on
You know,
Wednesday night
like, I'd watch it if I was bored during the week. So, and
Because actually, Sal texted me the other day saying, "Is there any team we should keep an eye out to follow? You know, like they might have the Jinxie cat or, you know, so you know, like a few characters like that in it." So we'll probably try and find a team.
the Strand second was real characters.
Is it?
There was, yeah. There were a tight jersey we had.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ! But yeah, that's the big one in the showgrounds on Wednesday night. Get in there.
Get in there.
It's all ticket as well. That's us for the football, I suppose, lads. Just come back with a quick wrap up, will we?
Yep.
Okay. How long were we at that, Ross? Now.
That is 37 minutes.
All right.
Not bad, no.
Yeah, well, we said it'd be a quick one. With the show on Saturday. So this is our last actual podcast of the year.
Yes. Is that? Yeah, we've agreed on that, haven't we?
Yeah.
We might release some bits of the show as a Christmas.
Christmas teaser. We won't fucking repeat the last Christmas.
We won't be doing what we did last Christmas anyways. Marty, actually, you listened to our Christmas.
Listen back to it. Jesus, it's fucking brutal. So
Is it?
Apologies for the language. Actually, you should probably make an apology.
Actually,
there.
yeah, I have to apologise for my what story I was telling.
Foul language about a ski trip.
Obviously, must have really hurt me. It brought back a lot of painful memories.
How
But
many
look,
did you count in that?
16, I think there was there?
that's I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry, people.
A few people actually texted about it.
Yeah, I'd say you made up a few more that you were sending on to me. Put me in the fear. I was disgusted actually when I listened back and heard it.
Who did I say messaged me?
Was it Sean Carroll? Went out of the way.
Chairman of Clara.
The chair. Oh, yeah. He's supposed to be a businessman.
I love the show, but Ross O'Boyle is disgusting. Or something.
He's supposed to be a businessman.
Yeah.
I was like, will you ever fuck off?
You'll fall for it someday. The old forwarded WhatsApp message is always good.
Like, you know what? It's
yeah, if it's not screenshotted.
yeah. I was like, oh yeah, send me the screenshot. So
We could have worked that between us too. You know, we should have just.
nah, I know that trick.
But our live show will be our last show of the year, our actual last show probably. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the big one. Tickets still on sale. We sold out. Thank you, everyone.
Jesus Christ,
Bunch of
ridiculous.
headers.
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe.
It really is.
For a bunch of idiots who took 5 hours to do their first show a year ago.
So that, but we released an extra 50 after strenuous talks
Negotiations.
With the
powers that
Quinns.
be, yeah, the Quinn family dynasty.
Kev Senior came down and said, "Yes, I allow."
So
We're up, yeah.
there's another 50 on sale. So should buy them and we'll see Saturday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We're looking forward to it, I suppose.
I can't wait. Well, no, actually, but you're shitting yourself, aren't you?
I'm shitting myself, yeah, to be honest. But look, as I said, it's either we pull it off and it's good for the audience, or it's a train crash and it's good for the audience.
Yeah,
so it's good for you regardless.
I said that to someone last night as well. Yeah, like even if it goes to shite, there'll be 200 people there looing for drink, like messing and shit.
So it actually will work in our favour that the like we more or less will have the building to ourselves for the evening.
Yes, if anyone's worrying about that, it's ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people...
Kieran Carty will
I've
announce
been
as DJ now. We'll announce him as our DJ, so he's going to spin the tunes.
Yeah, people will be at tables. I was asked this a couple of times. Like, people were asking me, like...
I think you just get... No, actually, we have to go in and finalise the seating plan. But
Yeah,
I think it's just... There'll be rows of tables, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's plenty of space in there. as well.
We like the darts.
Lovely pints as well, and
Could be one of the last nights out of Christmas, the way things are going.
Thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
And vaccine certs are needed.
Yes.
Vaccine starts required, yeah.
FYI, we're told
Bouncers on the door.
So all the anti-vaxxers, we're sorry.
And what time are we opening the doors at?
7:15, is it?
Half 6.
Half six.
Half six. Jesus.
Half 6, and we're on at 7.
We're on at 7.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
2 hours, we reckon, will be.
Okay.
Thanks again, everyone.
We'll see Saturday, I suppose.
And look, if anyone doesn't know a vaccine cert, I know a guy selling fake ones. And
And
yeah.
get us questions in for our guests.
Yeah. I didn't forget mustache or no mustache today.
You're doing something missing.
Do it on the show.
We'll do it on the show. We'll do that, actually. We will do it.
Okay.
The final, yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, good night, all.
I'm going back to where the beach is near. The beer is dear. There's plenty of women on the crack. Walking
Here we are in the final seconds. The whistle is gone, and Sligo Rovers are the champions.
By the riverside, you can watch the tide as it flows.
No, I'm being told that Average Joe's does not have enough players and will be forfeiting the championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for it.
Very tight and drive it playing out over the fence. Out in the field, the corner. In the bookie shop, I done.